What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Leo, and welcome to the bird section. Oh, you know I have to start things off. I got my man Theo in the building. What up, Theo?
What up, Leo? What
Shout
up,
out to
chat?
Logan Motorsports, who's in the building. Shout out to Art McQueen, is in the building, and my man CZ is in the building. What up? What up? What up? Let's get some people in here. I want to give folks some time, just because. Hey, and as you come in, do your boy the favor and hit that like button for real. I need that. Y'all know what that is. That's my tip jar. You know what I'm saying? So I need that to happen. Like hook your man and them up. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
And this is not a request, it's a threat. Do it now.
Okay. But anywho, I said that, when I came in here, I was so happy to see Theo in here because he was the first one to get here. And listen, to all my channel members, the link is in the community tab. I double checked this time. The fact that Theo is here lets me know that I did do it correctly. You know what I'm saying? And without further ado, my man Fells is in the building. What up,
What up?
Fells?
What
What
up?
up?
What
What
up?
up?
What
What up?
up?
What up? Shout out
What's
to
up?
my
What's
boy
up?
Function. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, yes,
Yo,
go
yo, yo.
Theo,
What's up,
Yeah,
function.
and
What up?
bird?
then
What up?
shout out to SGA Sports Talk Channel. SGA, listen up, bro.
Don't
Tonight,
start your shit, man.
yeah, I was about to say tonight, and just tonight, we just need you to stay on mute, okay? If you can do that for us, we good. You know what I'm saying? If that's too much to ask of you, just go ahead and drop on out. But we need you to stay on mute tonight, okay? For real. Hook us up with that, all right? In the meantime, I wanted to give. I told my man Theo because when I came in here, I told my man Theo that I wanted to, we were just talking, and before I got into any Eagles news and everything like that, I really felt like this was a time for Theo to have the stage right now, and or more so the focus in the beginning, only because we were just talking about what exactly is happening with the Chicago Bears,
Right.
because they're in his division, and so you know what I'm saying. Uh, shout out to Art McQueen is in the building. What
What
up?
up, y'all?
What up? What up, Art?
Fells?
What's
And
good?
so Theo just dropped a little bit of a gem on me. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't realize this was an issue. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a step back, and I'm gonna give the floor to Theo to talk about, you know what I'm saying, what all that was going on, and tell everybody what you was telling me about, the naming rights and all that stuff. Theo, go ahead.
So, as many people may or may not be aware, the Chicago Bears are searching for a new house, a new stadium, and the favorite spots are ending up in Hammond, Illinois, or Hammond, Indiana, and of course Gary, Indiana. So the Gary Bears could potentially become reality. Now,
Okay.
apparently, it's come out today that the Indiana, sort of entertainment part of their Senate has approved a bill which would allow the Chicago Bears to come to Indiana and go to whichever city they feel.
What is it? Teddy bears?
Okay.
What is it?
All right,
The Gary Bears.
Gary
so what I
Bears.
will say is, just to give a
What
little
up,
context on
BC?
Illinois,
CZ,
Indiana. I actually
Logan.
used to live in Calumet City, which is literally probably like 15 miles away from downtown Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but it's literally right down the street from a
Soldier Field.
no, literally right down the street from the Indiana state line. You know what I mean? So
okay.
it's
Oh,
kind of
okay,
like, you know
Okay.
what I mean, Jersey and Philly kind of situation. You know what I
right.
mean?
Right.
So just to give you a little bit of context, but yeah.
Okay. And Linda Conyers says, she asked, "Is this a move like the Browns made when they went to Baltimore?"
It's similar, though it's not. Um, it's not as weird as what the Browns did when they went to Baltimore, where they got a whole nother team as a recompense. It's sounding like this is the entire organization moving to Indiana, and they're saying if the Chicago Bears do end up leaving Chicago, they will have to foot the bill for the new stadium, which can roughly cost up to $2 billion, depending on where they go. The other thing is the Indianapolis Colts, the resident team of Indiana, have a problem with the Chicago Bears moving to Indiana due to naming rights. There is a naming dispute because they can't be called the Indiana Bears. They would have to either represent the city they are actually in Indiana, or they would have to be the Chicago Bears just based out of Indiana. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to go. I'm not sure, why that. I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but it's certainly a big move here in the NFC North. Soldier Field has kind of been a staple of NFC North football.
Right. And they're one of the original teams for the league too.
Yep. They are one of the oldest team. They are, I believe, the second oldest team in the league. So this would be a monumental move from them to move on from Soldier Field. It would be like the Packers moving on from Lambeau. The other thing is, I don't know how that would work out if they would have to do Soldier Field for the next 2 years while the stadium would be built. I would imagine that would be the case because it makes no sense to, start doing this stuff now, because there's no way you're going to have a stadium built by the time for the Super Bowl, next year. It's going to take at least a couple of years. It's the same thing with, the Bills at Highmark. This was the last year of Highmark, but they had the stadium built. So it's certainly one of the interesting things happening around the league. There's a lot of roster choices that are happening now. We've got, but I feel like the Chicago Bears actually moving locations like this really doesn't happen. And keep in mind, this is one of the most entrenched teams in the league. They've been around the block several times.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I think that this is a move that, truth be told, it deserves a significant amount of attention, given the fact that the Chicago Bears is one of the original teams of the NFL, and they've been around for like over 100 years now.
Yep.
And always in Chicago. And so for this to be happening, and when you think about the impact and where they're going, I don't liken this to the Browns when they moved out of Baltimore, because Art Modell did some real shady shit with that. You know what I'm saying? Because they left in the middle of the night. They had the Mayflower.
Yeah, they snuck out of town.
Yeah, they like, and he ain't Phelps ain't lying, y'all. They literally snuck out in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying?
They pretty much hijacked the damn team, man, and moved them to a completely different state.
So to talk, so for this, it's sort of kind of interesting, you know what I'm saying? And real quick, shout out to Warren McKee with the Eagles Collective podcast is
what up?
building.
What's good? How everybody doing?
Did you want me to add
it?
Do you want me to add the podcast?
Oh no, you good. I won't be on for too long. I gotta handle some other stuff.
Okay, I want to make sure. So listen, y'all. I real quick. So last night I had a really good conversation with Lord Brunson. You know what I'm saying? And for sure, like we're definitely.
I seen that.
Yeah,
I watched it too. It was good. It was good.
Yeah. We're definitely going to do something for the draft. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that. Whatever comes out of that. You know what I'm saying? But we talked about like the things that are happening, especially in dealing, the things that he's had to deal with when it comes to other fan bases and such. you know.
Right.
And so, you know, I was telling them that, you know, look, you got to realize you know, I told him, I said, LB, you're not helping me
Oh
because
shit.
you're triggering, particularly these Cowboy fans. He's triggering them because he does the same things that Eagles Drew does. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
and people like me, you know what I'm saying, in comparison to him, the smaller content creators, you know what I'm saying, we gotta take them bullets.
Hey, I don't give a fuck though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know, like I wanted him because he said to me, he said, you know, Leo, I make these videos and I never look at them. So he doesn't even hear, like he doesn't even hear himself at times. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he be
And I was
cooking.
like,
He be cooking.
yeah, and
He
listen,
goes crazy on
yeah,
him.
Art, listen, like that's what I was trying to tell him. I was like, it's
Yeah.
not, listen, he's right in the things that he is saying. Okay,
Yeah.
he is correct. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where the disconnect comes is in the same way that Eagles Drew is. You know what I'm saying? It's crushing to them because I told him, I was like, yo, there's a shit ton. Half that fan base remembers when we didn't have a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was like their biggest thing against us. Hey, you know what I'm saying? How many Super Bowls you got? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Right.
you know, I said, so
They still
imagine
saying that shit.
yeah, and I said to him, I said, and the problem that they have now is that they can't say we don't have any Super Bowls, but they think that saying they have 5 and we have 2, they think that's a flex. And it's
Yeah.
not the flex that you think it is. And that's where the disconnect comes in because it is not the flex that they think it is. You get somebody like Lord fucking Brunson. Art, you know how he is.
Killing
Warren,
him.
you know how he is. He's not kind when giving
Oh
his
yeah.
assessment. You know what I'm saying? He hurts their feelings.
Yeah.
He says things. He says the worst thing that you can say to a Cowboy fan at the time that it can be said. So
Yeah,
it's
but he
like,
don't push it though. He waits for them to. That's when
yes,
they
I was
start
gonna say,
talking crazy.
Right.
I was going. Thank you for pointing that out because again, you know what I'm saying. A lot of it is self-inflicted in terms of
Yes, it is.
Cowboy fans asked for this. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so now,
He
you
just
know,
gives it to him.
now here's what's interesting because I said to him, I was like, "Yo, LB, you know what I'm saying? Those people, you know, they
Oh
don't
shit.
realize, you know, like, all right, so they're talking, you know, like, you know, their big thing now is Christian Parker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Yeah, the bell of the ball.
oh, bruh, listen,
The master of CP.
yeah,
CP don't look right in that blue though. He
no,
don't
he
look right in
don't,
that
no,
blue.
he don't, no, he don't.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Take that shit off.
you should hear how these people are talking now. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I hear him.
They're
Like I
fucking
swear to God,
glazing
listen,
him, and he's only been there what
I
4 weeks.
hear him.
Theo,
I hear that shit they be saying.
hey Theo, you got Cowboy. I'm gonna just say it like this. This how fucked up Cowboy fans are, right? They are so fucked up. They literally tried to tell Eagles fans about Christian Parker.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
like the Jets trying to tell me about Aaron Glenn.
Right.
Right. Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
man.
yeah. That's what's going on right
Straight
But you
up.
know what's crazy about all that though, fellas?
Uh-huh.
Like, go back and watch that Sean Desai first interview. He had us hyped, boy. He had us making us feel like we about to go in and knock some
Yeah.
heads off.
Yeah.
If you
Bro.
listen to that Sean Desai interview, and
Yeah.
I was like,
Bro.
okay, he about to do something, but
Yeah.
we all know how that goes.
Yeah. Well,
Right. Right.
the thing
They
is,
not even considering that the other side of the coin could be he might not be a good DC. You
right.
only hearing them talk about he's a great coach. You never hear the flip side of that shit, man. That's crazy.
Right.
I'm not wishing him to do bad. I definitely want him to do good. But when you listen to them talk, it's like they playing with a two-headed fucking nickel or something, man.
Mm,
It's high hopes, bro. Like at the end of the
Yeah.
day, like we all want Christian Parker to do well because we know where he came from.
yeah.
But then
Yeah.
at the
Right.
same time, it's like y'all doing a little bit too much,
It
and
is,
we ain't
man.
even snapped the ball yet. We don't even know what free agency look like yet.
Right.
We don't know
Yeah.
like
Right.
none of that, man. We don't know what none of this shit look like. They praising this guy, but they shooting down our ball. Neither one of these dudes called plays before. So how you so high
Yo,
on
that's
this
facts
guy
right
and
there.
you so low on the other guy? I get that we the op and shit, but come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Hey,
Well,
shout out
you
to Linda
cooking it.
Conyers with the $2
Yeah,
super
and
chat.
to be honest, it's like I'm
Wait,
from
hold on, Phil. Hold on. Shout out to Linda Conyers with the $2 super chat. She said the nicknames are flowing now, Leo. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh
man. I
yeah.
watched that shit, man.
Linda.
And here's the thing: there's nothing really bad with Manny. Like he was a good, coach in Green Bay. I have no problem with him. He was a solid coach. So
Right.
Yeah, he just didn't call plays. That's
that's
what
literally
we're
it.
That's it.
concerned about.
It's the same thing with Christian Parker, and yet
Exactly.
Yeah.
the Dallas hopium is at an all time high, and I will
Oh, yeah.
relish
Yeah.
and
Crazy,
savor those
man.
delicious tears come December when they somehow fuck it up again. Because, like the great Stephen A. said, gentlemen, just wait, be patient.
Yep.
What can
December
go
coming.
wrong will
Yeah.
go wrong.
But this is the
That-
thing though, Theo,
Yeah.
we definitely see that, but don't try to kick this guy out just because he don't do things the way if
Well,
it's not a good season for them, don't all of a sudden ask for this person to leave too.
well,
Oh
Because
yeah, no,
Right.
Dallas has a fucking terminal problem with that.
well,
that.
yeah, and they also have a ownership issue and a front office issue.
Yeah.
And I've said, like when we were talking last night, I said to LB, I was like, yo, these people, what they think themselves to be more than what they actually are. That fan base thinks themselves on the same level as, say, the New England Patriots. They think that rather than being 30 years removed from a Super Bowl, they talk as if they're 3 years removed from a Super Bowl. They
Right.
talk as if their 5 championships are recent achievements. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, them Jones was before the cat
yeah,
era, man. Like,
yeah,
what
and
the
we're
fuck you
looking
talking about?
like, I don't know where y'all get that from. You know what I'm saying? Again, not trying to not throwing any shade on Christian Parker because we think the world of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He did,
Except for when he play us.
yeah. And
That's it.
and even when he was here, we everyone could tell. Like you're like I tell Cowboy fans all the time, there is nothing about Christian Parker you can tell me right now. Right now,
Right.
there's nothing.
No,
you
I'm
can
talking
tell
about my hate for Christian won't come until they gotta play us.
Right, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
twice a
But
year.
yeah,
Other than that,
other than
no,
that,
he a
yeah,
good,
hey man,
solid guy, man. He is a good guy.
yep.
He a
I
good
think
coach and he a good guy.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you my prediction. You want to know what my prediction is? My
What's
prediction
that?
is that there's going to be fuck ups on the offense. There's going to be so much fuck up on the offensive side.
Mm.
Shoddy's going to be gone. And
Oh,
Christian Parker's going to be the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
And now
oh.
here's
I don't know.
here's an interesting stat for y'all.
that's huge.
Maybe if Jerry
Okay.
dies.
Did
Think
you
about
know?
it. Yeah, think
Did-
about it. I mean, these people. Look at how enamored with him these people already are. You know what
Yep.
I'm
So
saying?
you think the defense gonna end up playing better than the offense? It's gonna flip.
Absolutely.
Really?
Oh shit.
I
That'd be
feel like they're
crazy
gonna
if that
peak
shit
too
happened.
fast. I think they're gonna peak too fast to where they're gonna burn out in the middle of the season.
But here's the interesting thing. You know what I'm saying? The other side to that is that the expectation level, you know what I'm saying,
has remained
Mhm.
constant since the last Super Bowl.
Yeah, and
You
Theo,
can give them that.
Theo, I'm saying what we've all been saying. Their situation is a multi-year
Process.
project. Yup.
Trust me,
Yeah.
Leo.
And
I know all about rebuilds.
Yeah. Hey, Theo, we do
I think
too,
you
though.
forget which
Yeah.
team I'm a fan of. Leo.
Shit.
The reason why I'm saying this is because, earlier in the season, what I'm saying, last season, Fells made a very integral point, which was explaining to people like we talk this way because we are on the other side of that years long process. And
Right.
I tried explaining that to people, and say, hey, listen, this guy, you guys don't, you guys, this is going to take a while. Now you'll hear them like, well, so and so did this and such, this team, and I'm like, you're not them.
Right.
You ain't nowhere near that. You ain't that.
Mm.
And I don't
But they
that's
be
why I
doing this without this. My bad. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say y'all doing this like, hold on. Cowboy fans are phony. They didn't even know who Christian Parker was, especially far home.
Real right, man. What up, Philly over here? Damn right.
That's Mike Tomlin. That's
CG
a
Cash,
fact.
BC.
That is
Yeah.
They
Oh,
got
that's
excited
the
because they
yeah,
saw
that's
that he's
true.
from Philly. That's why they got excited.
Right.
yes, but they
They
don't
saw
sure.
Philly and got
say
excited.
that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they
Now,
cannot
Yeah,
say
it
that.
is,
I wanna
man.
I wanna point out an interesting stat here, everybody. So I've compared multiple teams on playoff wins since the year 2000. We all know
Right. Hey,
the Dallas
Theo, my
Cowboys.
bad, brother. My bad. Hey, you sound much, much better today. Thank
Yes, you do.
goodness.
Yep, yes, you do.
It
You
sound
Yeah,
like your sickness is clearing up, my brother.
Yep.
Go ahead. You
Yep.
sound good today. You sound better.
So the Dallas Cowboys, of course, I've said this before, only have 4 playoff victories since the year 2000. You
Right.
want to know which team
Right.
has more playoff victories than them?
Through the
The New
Commanders.
York Jets
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
Jets.
seriously?
Shit.
have 6 playoff wins
Oh, that's
since
Hey,
crazy.
that's
the year
good.
2000.
How
Wow.
many do the
Oh,
Birds
I
have?
ain't
How
know
many do
that.
the Birds have?
You just gave us
25?
something to troll them with.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man. Yo, that's
You giving
bad.
us ammo.
yes, he did.
Shout out to B
Function
Dunk.
said, good.
No, I was gonna say B Dunk.
What
The link is in the community tab. So come on in, dog, for real. You know what I'm saying? We actually talking about your squad right now. You know what I'm saying? We'd love to get from an insider's perspective what you think about this. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all riding high off that presser. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I want
Yeah, they're going to the Super Bowl.
I want to specify the Philadelphia Eagles since the year
Right.
2000 have 20 playoff wins.
Yeah, see, good question, folks.
2-0.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Since when?
Since
2000.
2000.
And the Cowboys have how many?
4.
Shit.
They have 1/5 of the playoff
that's-
wins of the Eagles, and the Jets have 2 more than the Cowboys.
Oh,
And that's
wow.
why-
So
that's
Theo,
why
are
on
those
Sundays-
appearances or are they wins?
They are playoff wins.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that's why
Yeah.
on Sundays,
What
man,
up, Big
we're the
Dunk?
most confident.
What does B Dunk got to say about this, man? Worse than the Jets.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So really, if you
Yeah.
under the age of 27, you can't talk to us.
Yeah,
Like,
you can't
Nothing,
say
man.
shit. You ain't lying, Warren. What you talking about? You know what I
The
mean?
Jets are punking you, bro. The Jets are punking you.
Yeah.
Even in the Donovan McNabb
Straight
The
up,
only team that
Even the
has
Donovan McNabb
has
era.
lost more that has less playoff wins than the Cowboys are the Dolphins. They have 1.
Damn.
Whoa.
And they can't play in the cold.
And they can't play in the cold.
How
Yeah.
about that?
Whoa.
that's crazy
Yeah.
work.
That
That's
I
not
did
even
not know.
on.
That's history right there, fellas.
They're going to be like, but we
Yeah.
still got 5 Super Bowls.
Hey, they're
that's
making
what their
history,
answer
but
going to be.
for the wrong
Yeah,
reason.
that's history right there.
Yeah.
We still got 5 Super Bowls, though.
But I did watch that interview, Presser, with Christian Parker. One thing that he did say, he's gonna play it based off of personnel that he has.
That's smart.
So
Yeah, he
that
has
makes me
to.
think he's going to try to bring some people in, and it sounds like he's gonna try to imitate a lot of what Vic is doing. But
Mm.
remember, what's your name? Gannon
Gannon
tried to
tried
do
to
the
do
same
that.
thing. The side tried to do the same thing.
Yup.
And I remember Vic Fangio said this at his conference. When he first got his first conference, he said, yeah, they try to imitate me, but they don't, there's things that I don't tell them
Right.
that they don't
Yeah.
know exactly what to do. Like they can't master the master yet.
He the
So like,
No.
teacher, they're the students.
yeah, so
Facts.
like as much as they feel good about like the product that Christian Parker can put on the field, remember fellas, we got the blueprint with us.
Right,
We
right.
Yeah.
got we got the person that wrote the book. So
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
that's the way I look at it.
Because we
Yo,
seen
see,
that
John,
shit without Vic. That thing was ugly, getting cooked.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
come
You know
just
on,
what I mean?
hey,
imagine
John,
Vic's
It
gonna know
was.
what they doing too. You
Yeah,
telling me
yeah,
he's
he
not gonna
gonna
tell Minion,
recognize that.
yo, they doing this? This is how you
Yup.
need to beat that? Like, come on now.
Yeah.
But
no,
they only
that's
looking
real
at it
talk.
from one side of that two-headed nickel, Warren. They only looking at it from one side of that coin.
Because he already put he laid all his cards out during that interview. He basically is gonna imitate what Vic Fangio is doing with the Eagles.
Yep.
But we gonna see. Because remember, we still got the personnel for it. They don't have the
Yes, we
personnel.
do.
They
No,
got to
no,
pull them
no.
off the streets and off trades and all that stuff.
And hope that they actually work.
Yes.
They still gotta work. You can try to get them pieces, but that don't mean that that puzzle gonna fit.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
again, there
I
is
definitely want success for Christian Parker, but that just opened my eyes. Okay, he's just gonna try to imitate Vic. That's all
Yeah.
he's doing.
yeah, for sure.
He's just coming off that
He
branch.
might do good against the other teams, but it won't be against us.
I think the secondary is going to be a lot better. I will say that I do think the secondary is going to be better, but
Yeah.
I just think we just got so many we just got so much talent on the defensive side to where it
Right,
carries in certain areas where we're weak.
right.
Like that CB2 position. So like how are they going to be able to manage that? They don't have a Jalen Carter sitting right there to make Zach
Mm-mm.
Bond and Kobe Dean look good, or
Warren,
Jordan
they don't
Davis
have
right
a
there.
D back room.
They don't have Coop.
They don't got a
Yeah,
D
they don't got
back
Coop
room,
Mitchell and
period.
none of those guys
They
Yeah,
either.
don't
or
got none of that
Coop
shit
or
back
Quinn
there.
Young. Yeah,
You know, because a
But
lot of
they
people would
missing
say
a
those
lot,
guys
man.
were a certified hit. So it wasn't that his coaching did it. That those guys were going to be monsters anyway. And if you want
Yeah,
to take a look at Ringo and those guys, no development there. The only guy that
at
developed
all.
maybe Jackson by the end of the year, and he was still getting cooked here and there. So it's not like
Shoot.
and that's my point
That's
too,
right.
Arthur. Like you
Preach,
laid it
preach,
right
Art.
there. I would be
Yup.
more concerned
I want to be nice
if
to
he
my
made
guy,
Ringo
but
a
come on,
starter.
man.
If he developed Ringo, that would be concerning to me. If he
Yeah,
was
Right,
for
able to
sure.
get Ringo out there, make him a starter, and make him like that shows he got to have talent too to make it work.
right. He have to have
There
it.
was others in that room too. I can't remember their name, but we
Mister
picked up
Mister
like
They
three of
Mojo,
had
them.
Mister
yeah,
Mojo,
they had Eli Ricks. They had who
Mister
was it?
Mojo.
Eli
The
Ricks.
guys
They
we
got
got from the
Well,
Jets,
he
none of
won
those
with
Carter.
guys could do
Slade.
shit.
He won with Slade Coop. He won with Slade Coop and Quinion. And
Yep.
And he had Isaiah Rogers
CJ,
too.
CJ, DJ,
See, those are
and
all
Rogers.
hitters though, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he they was good anyway.
Exactly.
You
Have
know
y'all
what I
thought
mean?
about if they don't get Reed, they'll probably try to get CJ?
I
I'll
wouldn't be
See
take that.
surprised. Yeah. Well, no, because remember,
I
coach don't
don't
like
think
him.
that they going to bring CJ back
I
though,
don't think
man. I
they.
No,
think
no,
that
no, no, no.
was
I'm
too
talking
fast.
about Dallas.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't think.
you
I
talking
don't
about
think.
Doe?
Oh,
I don't
Yeah,
think
like
Dallas is.
if Dallas can't get Reed Blankenship, I can see them trying to do something where they get CJ in there.
I'm not gonna
Well,
lie, Warren.
You think
When you said
CJ would want
CJ,
to
I'm
go
like,
to
they're gonna
Dallas?
try and get
CJ
CJ
will go
Stroud,
anywhere.
and I was like,
I
no.
He
know
looked like
CJ
he
will go
was nice
anywhere,
in
but I thought
Chicago though. He looked
I
pretty
thought
good
Christian
in
Parker
Chicago.
doesn't like.
I think Chicago rejuvenated him.
Yeah, man.
I thought Christian Parker didn't
Because
like.
where'd he go? He went to
I thought
Texans, then he went to the Ravens, and the Ravens released him quick.
right.
And
It-
then he went to the Bears, but he had a little break in between there. But that gameplay that he had with the Chicago Bears, that was good film he put out. He
Yeah,
Yes, it
put out good
was.
film.
yeah.
So like I can see Dallas reaching out and giving him a 1-year deal to be their safety.
Real quick.
Yeah.
So Mr. Mojo says we have a
I
Jalen
can't hear
Carter.
Leo. Can y'all hear Leo?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
we could
y'all-
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
So Mr.
starting
Mogul
already.
says Dallas. He says we have a Jalen Carter. His name is
Yep.
Quentin. You mean
Yup.
Quentin? Quentin Williams. He's talking about Quentin Williams.
Quentin Williams, yeah.
So,
Y'all don't have a Jalen Carter. Y'all got
I don't know
Quentin
about
Williams.
that, man.
yeah,
But that's what they keep getting fucked up. They got Quentin Williams, man.
yeah. Well,
Listen.
they keep mispronouncing his name. His name is Quentin Williams. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he just fixed it. They keep messing up Vic Fangio's name. His name is Vic, V-I-C.
Yeah, Vic.
Not Nick. You know what I'm saying?
And Fangio with an F.
Yeah,
Rick Fangio.
No, but to your
people have
point,
no
Leo,
idea who they have on their, like, they don't know.
you
know what I'm saying?
said
Oh my
you
god,
said
Jimbo, I
you
love
said
this.
way back
Y'all
in the
see
season,
Jimbo's
though.
profile picture? I love that.
Who?
Look at
Oh,
Jimbo's
Jimbo,
profile
yeah,
picture.
Jimbo, crazy man. I see that dog. Yeah.
Jimbo said, Warren, that defense requires a lot of communication within the secondary when it comes to assignments. It's not an easy defense to implement. He's right.
No, it's not.
He's right. They can have Dean. Yeah.
No,
And
but you remember when you said that they took a lot of they had a lot of motivational points last year.
mhm.
The Quentin Williams and all of them that came in after the Micah trade. You remember you said that way early in the season when Micah got traded to Green Bay. It gave them guys a boost of energy to try to prove Dallas right for the trade. And then they
Yeah.
ended up having that loss, that death, that joint.
Yeah.
They played for him. So they had a lot of things. Them guys had a lot of reasons to be like, no, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to play.
And they still
need
don't
to
do
see
shit.
these guys. We need to see these guys ball this year. With
Yeah.
no
It definitely
issues
brought them
coming in
closer
straight
together.
off training. Yeah, let's see how they rock out this year.
Yeah.
Let's see if them dudes is really good as Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis did.
Wait a minute. Texas boy said, nobody trying to copy the Eagles. Look at the moves the Cowboys making. What
Y'all ain't
move
make none.
was done?
What moves?
Man, get this
You
guy.
tell us
That's
what
a
moves
lie.
you made.
That's a lie.
This is
Yeah, how
this
about
is-
that? Who said there you go? Yeah, you right about that shit.
Yeah, that's a lie, man.
Yeah, that's a like. Texas boy, just go sit down somewhere and just pray. That's
What moves have y'all made that you can brag about?
Vic Fangio, Nick Fangio. I said the same thing, Philly old head.
I don't want to hear about Christian Parker either. I want to hear about y'all players. What guys did y'all get right now?
Because that's what it comes down
Also,
to.
Yeah,
what are you doing with Pickens, huh? You want to
Yes.
talk about moves? What about
right.
Pickens?
Well, see that. All right, so Theo, with that in mind, right? Here's my
How about
issue.
that?
Here's my issue with that thought process. Okay, and my issue is that when you say those things, you know what I'm saying, it sort of kind of highlights, what I've said before in terms of
This damn idiot ain't named no damn players. The question was, idiot, what's the players?
Wait, Phelps, can you
No,
hear
I'm
me?
talking to Texas boy.
Oh,
Texas
okay.
boy, my bad.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Not you. Us. He just said y'all don't know shit. Yes, we fucking do.
New guys
Y'all
on the
got
staff
our
for
guy.
24.
The hell that got to do with it?
Wow.
I said name
Yeah.
players.
A 3-4 defense. You finally figured it out?
Yeah, see, again.
It took about 3 defensive coaches, coordinators to configure it. But the question was, name the players y'all got.
Yeah, all right.
Anybody outside of Christian Parker?
Well,
I can't even name none of their defensive players.
Like, yeah, I'm asking a Cowboy fan to name his own players. Who the
You
hell
probably
y'all
don't
got?
know, man.
Jimbo loves it when Fells gets fired up. Here's the thing. You first of all, and I said this to LB last night, which he thought was a good point, which is, when Cowboy fans start talking that shit, like we came back on y'all last year, and we was down 21. I'm like, yeah, but that was on a Christian Parker secondary.
Facts.
So if we're gonna talk shit,
Yeah.
let's keep it a buck, because that's a point that I don't think you want to keep throwing out there anymore. That's number one.
Right.
Number two, you know what I'm saying? Again, I keep saying there isn't anything that a Cowboys fan is going to tell me about Christian Parker that I don't already know. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to tell me about his play calling. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to tell me what the front line is going to be like. You're not going to be able to tell me anything about your defense that we don't already know. You know what I'm saying? You've never seen this defense with this team, with this coaching staff. So
exactly.
So chill. But the problem that they have is these Cowboy fans, and I could see it. They don't hear themselves, but I could see it. They're expecting instant results. Like they expect to go from 32 or whatever the fuck they was to middle to top 10. That's the way they're talking. And they don't believe in a multi-year long rebuild. The other thing that I think is something that should be of note, that the amount of time it's going to take to rebuild not just the defense, but also with the offense as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think to get it to where your defense and your offense are complementary of each other, the amount of time it's going to take, that's more time than what Dak has with the team.
Yeah.
This is like Dak is on his, this is his last good chance. Right here.
You've been saying that shit all year damn near too.
Yeah. He's on his last chance. You know what I'm saying?
You think this is his final year?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait, you think this is Dak's last year?
I think so.
So my only thing is this. Like, I think the way that they're moving and they're trying to move, like, remember, they're not trying to be like us where we develop to where we see the development and we know that's years long worth of development, which is long lasting. I think they're trying to get something instant and right now. So they're trying to pick up the fact that they're doing that, they picking up people and they trying to go far by just picking up people. So I don't think in the long run that it's gonna take it's not gonna take multiple seasons just because they just trying to pick up people off the streets.
Yeah.
They just trying to get them in right now and get them fast.
True.
So that's why I say I can see them making a huge jump next year because they just gonna make all those trades, make a bunch of trades, make a bunch of moves, bring in people. Like I definitely can see that. I'm not gonna knock them on that.
Yeah.
But I just don't see the people that they bring in to the caliber of players that we have. Like we have boys that's been together. Like they won a championship together. They've been through stuff together. You can't beat that.
Yeah, Mr. Mojo says a solid 8-9, and that was with a 32 ranked defense.
No.
There you
Mojo.
go. Get him.
No.
Solid 8 and 9.
Hold on.
Y'all
Fucking
get him.
park
Get
it,
him.
buddy.
Wait a minute. He said, I hope y'all aren't
7-9-1.
champs anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to slide that extra win up in there.
We are.
Correct that ass, Theo. There you go, my man.
9-1. You
A
tied
solid.
Green Bay. You want to count it as a victory? You can count it as a victory, but the
That's
NFL
a
ain't.
L.
That's a fucking tie, buddy.
Yep.
A solid 8
Shout out
and
to
9.
Robert Dredden with the $5.
What up, Rob?
He said, I understand Chicago is trying to sign Michael Irvin. They got rid of the refrigerator, so now they want a Coke machine.
Oh, shit.
Michael Irvin.
Yeah, Robert, and they're gonna put it in the new Gary Stadium.
Oh, shit.
That's funny.
That
is
nasty.
funny.
No,
That's
that
nasty.
was good.
Woo.
I'm gonna use that.
Oh, shit.
Oh man,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
In the past 2 years, yeah. Yes, they think it's going to be instant success on the defense. Yes, they do. Hey, Logan, Cowboy fans, don't answer questions when they are
What's up, guys?
They're telling their ass. Yes, they do not like being fact checked. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And you know what's
What
interesting
up, Kaz? What up? What up?
the other night I was also on the Next Level Sports Lounge with Warren. I mean, with not Warren, but with Lloyd and a bunch of other Cowboys content creators, and B Dunk was on there. And what was frustrating, because I realized something being on there that night, you know what I'm saying? Because all this is a lot of this that I'm talking about comes from being on that platform the other night. But
Okay.
talking with B Dunk Fells, let me
Yeah.
tell you what he was doing, right?
Uh,
Because I didn't even realize what he was trying to do. So B Dunk was like, yo, why you know, first of all, they were trying to push the narrative. They're actually pushing the narrative that Jalen Hurts is such a terrible quarterback that nobody wants to come here to coach him.
What?
And
yeah.
and Jalen Hurts.
Sean Mannion didn't seem to have a problem with that.
Well, wait,
Yeah.
wait, and listen, this I shit you not. This is literally this is the narrative that B Dunk is pushing.
Okay.
B Dunk is saying that Jalen Hurts is the common denominator. He is the reason why offensive coordinators leave or don't want to come here. You know what I'm saying? Because he kept asking, what happened? Why?
He believe that for real? He believe
Yes.
that?
I should. But here's the thing, though. That is not. It took me about a half an hour, 45 minutes to figure out what he was trying to say, because he was trying to lead me into, you know, because he kept saying, Leo, how come? Why is it that the scheme changes every year? And I kept saying, because we get
That was the question.
coordinator.
That was the question, Leo.
Yeah.
Why does the scheme change every
Yeah,
year?
he said why does the scheme change every year? And I kept saying,
We
because
get a
we get
different offensive coordinator every year.
right? And he kept saying, no, you're not listening to what I'm asking. Why is the scheme changing every year? And I kept saying, because the offensive coordinator keeps changing, the OC. And he was like, no. That's not. See, you. I know you know what I'm talking about. You just don't want to say it. And I kept going.
Oh, he was trying to bait you into saying.
And I kept going. Wait a minute. What are you talking about? Like,
right.
He kept saying, think about it, Leo. If the scheme changes, the scheme, and I'm like, what do you mean when you say the scheme? And finally, I just said, look, man, I'm getting frustrated, because I'm like, okay, there's an answer that you want me to give you that I'm not giving you. So can you just tell me what that is? Like, what is it that you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wasn't understanding. Like, because he kept saying, why does the scheme change? And I kept saying, because we get a new offensive coordinator. There was another Eagles fan that came on and literally said the same thing that I said. But come to find out, what B Dunk was trying to lead me into was, he wanted me to say the common denominator is Jalen Hurts, and he is a problem child. Like, all the offensive coordinators who came to Philadelphia left because Jalen Hurts is basically uncoachable.
What the?
Yeah, that's just making shit.
Hey, at the end of the day, I look at it like this: Jalen Hurts is going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Bro,
we just need the right offensive coordinator to make him a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, he's
That's
already
all it
there.
is.
He's already
he's
already has the trajectory of a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yes.
He's literally already in motion to do that. You know what I mean? Like, let's be clear. Jalen Hurts, he's literally only been here since 2020. You know what I mean? So, like, at the end of the day, man, I think people got to pump their brakes, man, and really.
I'm saying first ballot, meaning he's the type of quarterback to where one Super Bowl ring is not going to make him a first ballot. 2 or 3 is definitely going to make him a first ballot.
Yeah,
I think that is possible with Jalen Hurts right now. And we just need the right coach that's trying to do that with him. That's all. Like, I was talking to a Cowboy fan yesterday, and he was telling me about Jalen Hurts and talking about how good Dak is. I was like, all right, let's imagine 20 years down the line, and they talking about Hall of Fame. who's gonna have a better chance of wearing that gold jacket, Dak or Jalen Hurts? And he was like, Jalen Hurts. And he was like, all right. And I was
Oh
like,
shit.
then we don't need to
Well, that's
talk
case
anymore. Then.
closed. Then you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
that's it.
Better than
Yeah,
Donovan
yeah.
McNabb. That's not better than. That's not even close to Donovan McNabb. You know what I
No.
mean? So like,
No, I
we
agree.
Yeah.
that conversation.
Mhm.
And a lot of Cowboys fans, they say they still miss Romo. It's
I
not
was just
even
about to
Dak. They
say
missing
that.
Romo over
There
here.
was a debate. Romo's better.
They
Oh
missing
man,
Romo.
they
So
the
Yeah, that's
same
Romo's
true.
damn
ass too.
quarterback though.
Romo's
Yeah.
ass too.
That's the crazy shit. They both got 2 wins.
Yeah, well, in the playoffs, yes.
Yeah,
In the
man.
playoffs,
What the
yes.
No,
hell?
no, hold
that's
on.
that 4. That's that 4 that he was
That,
talking about
yeah,
earlier.
he
Yo, that's
got 2 and
nasty.
he
No, wait,
got 2.
gentlemen. That means
nasty.
that means the next Cowboys quarterback is gonna get 2 playoff wins.
Dang, it's gonna be
Oh
6 in
shit.
30 years. Damn, since
Oh my
22.
Oh
Damn.
God.
damn.
Well, look,
Damn.
that's the way the
Damn.
trend goes, right? Romo
Yeah.
at 2, Dak's at 2 so far. The next
Right. How
one,
about that?
them quotas too.
Dak
Facts.
is
Yeah.
Dak
Man.
is 10, 14, and 1
And-
in the last 2 years and was deemed the worst fourth quarter QB in the league. 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, atrocious. And shout out to Robert Dretton with the $5 super chat. He said, "Don't know if y'all heard this. The Dallas Cowboys have adopted a new honor system. Yes, Your Honor. No."
Oh shit. Yo, Robert do be coming up with some shit too.
Yo,
They stay locked up,
Yo,
man.
Robert
Yeah.
Dredden is cooking
He
right
locked
now.
in. He locked in, man.
Romo was clutch.
Yeah.
Dak isn't. Dak is so good. Y'all regularly mention him with top 10 QBs in the NFL. No, we don't.
Ooh,
We don't.
Who
Y'all do.
you
We
crazy,
not
Yeah.
man.
regularly mention him.
I'll take CJ Stroud over him right now.
I do have a question for all y'all
Mm.
though. Like after like the
What up?
season's over, 2025 season's over,
Right.
and I know that this analytics talk has been a big thing in the NFL in the
Mhm.
last few years.
God, here we go.
Right.
Do y'all feel like with the Eagles with Kevin Patullo, they were relying a lot on analytics
Yes, they
to
were.
get things
I
done?
Yeah, too
And now
much,
we're bringing
too
in
much.
somebody that's not trust not that he's not trusting,
Completely
but
analytical.
somebody that they're
Yeah.
not putting analytics first with
Right.
this
Yeah.
new OC. And every time we don't put analytics first, that's when we tend to go
Yep.
further as
Yep.
a unit.
So
No
I
more
will
Chat
say
GPT,
I
bro.
will say this. The difference is that once again we're back to an offensive coordinator who was once a quarterback himself. So
Yeah.
that's a whole nother way of looking at the game in terms of from the perspective of this particular play caller. What he because there isn't he was a QB, a backup QB in the NFL for 10 years before
Long time.
yeah,
Yeah.
before he became
Right.
so there isn't much of a scenario that he hasn't already seen. That's number one. And number two, from what I've been gathering and from the research that I've been looking up and everything, it turns out that there's a lot of truth in that. There was a time where they were having an issue with choosing between him and Jared Goff in LA when Jared
Okay.
Goff was in LA. And
Wow.
I think that Mannion made it real easy for them to do that deal with it made it real easy for them to do that deal with Detroit to send Jared Goff out there to and in exchange getting Matthew Stafford in place because Mannion, like from my understanding, this dude he's really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Like he actually talked himself into a couple of jobs just off of trying to get some some things in there and shout out to Low Eagle is in the building. What up?
What up? Oh, he bounced. He knocked him out.
There he
real
is.
quick.
There he is.
Yeah. What up?
Yeah.
What up?
What's
Low
good,
Eagle?
fellas? What up? What up? What up?
What's up?
What's good?
Man? Now listen, y'all, real quick. I want
What's
to
up?
pivot this for a hot second because we got some news today that in fact Lane Johnson and Lane Dickerson will both be
Coming
back
back.
That's
for
good.
the upcoming season
Yeah.
and everything like that. What are you guys' thoughts on that? And I want to start off with Low Eagle since he just got here. What's up, bro? Tell us what you think.
What's good, man? The fact that Lane coming back, Lane, he knew he was injured and stuff like that last year, and he probably looked at like the offense. He wasn't like everybody else. That's why AJ Brown was frustrated with the offense. So he want to give it another run to give it back to the way we got back to the Super Bowl, and he know that we have the players and everything to do that. You know what I'm saying? And Landon Dickerson coming back. I just hope everybody stay healthy on that offensive line because I understand they coming back, but I ain't trying to knock on wood. Just hoping everybody stay healthy and we don't be like, oh, here we go again. Damn, he missing 4 games, 5 games. But you see him in the building, he in the lab working out. So he mean business. You got to remember when Lane Johnson in the game, I mean, you could pick a handful of games where he getting beat by an edge rusher. Other than that, ain't nobody got to worry about that side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So him coming back, you know, I think we ready to make this run, to be honest with you. Even though we changing a lot of coaching staff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Don't forget the players that we got, you know what I'm saying? We out here to get busy, and I believe we're back with revenge.
One of the things I'll say this, Low Eagle, and I really appreciate you chiming in such as you in the way that you did, because you sort of kind of perpetuate what I was trying to get across to LB last night, which is one of the most dangerous things that you can find is an educated Eagles fan. You know what I'm saying? Because the Cowboys fan base and the divisional fan bases, they are truly threatened by that. You know what I'm saying? Because the interesting thing is that you'll have people who just throw out things, and then you'll have Eagles fans who'll say, well, can you give me the bullet points to that? Like, how did you arrive to that conclusion? And they can't tell you, much less tell you anything about their team. As far as like Linda keeps saying, ask them to name 4 people in their secondary. They can't do it.
Yeah, how about that?
And Robert Dretton said having Dak as your QB is the same as a local Philadelphian direct you to Pat's or Geno's for the best cheesesteaks in Philly. You're just asking for a letdown. You know what?
Look.
I like that.
Remember when they killed Nick because he took Vic Fangio to Geno's?
No,
yeah, I remember that.
That was killing him, man.
yeah, I remember that shit too.
That shit was funny.
No, I did not stream it last night. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna clip it up and put it out there on the channel so y'all can see it. It was a pretty Logan asked that I streamed with Lord Brunson last night.
Okay.
Well, I did. I was on his channel, and we talked for a good minute. But I didn't
call in. You called in.
Say that again.
I said you called in. I saw you was the last one. Oh, he had 2 more people at the end of you, but yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so we're definitely going to do something around the draft. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hey, Leo.
Yeah, go ahead, Low Eagle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this, right? You know, the Cowboy fans saying we got to catch up to them and all this because they got 5 Super Bowls and we got 2 and everything like that, and they saying that we traded for Barkley to come over here and he carried Hurts or whatever. I just want Cowboy fans to know, if y'all not educated enough, especially the young boys, you got to remember when there was no salary cap, the Cowboys was 1-15 and they traded Herschel Walker for 8 players, 3 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks. One of the worst trades ever. And that was a steal for the Cowboys. And that's what turned their dynasty around. And that's why they had that run in that gap. Once they had that salary cap, Jerry did not know how to manage the money to bring people over here to get everything done. So when that salary cap was over, you see what the Cowboys are now today.
Yep.
Yeah, Texas
boys.
Yep.
Texas the Vikings are still pissed about that trade.
Yeah, the Cowboys streams are talking about the changes on the defense, the new staff. Nobody mentioned the Eagles for what and why. They didn't win shit. Texas boy is really in his feelings.
Yeah, he's going through something.
He's been drinking.
What are you talking about?
You know,
he's going through something.
Yeah,
it's called a 30-year drought.
Now listen. Now, let me just say this for the record, because we all been saying this, and I think Cowboy fans are misconstruing what we've been saying. We already know these things. What you're finding about what you are finding out about Christian Parker is what we always known since we had him. Okay. Secondly, yes, Eagle fans are pissed, but we are the same kind of pissed that Christian Parker left if he'd have went to any team. Okay. We're pissed because we know how good of a coach he is in terms of dealing with our secondary and everything, and we see
You're
the
mad
potential
because
in him.
you care.
Yeah. Now, the thing about it is that the only thing is that it just sucks he went to the Cowboys, but okay. You know what I'm saying? Good for him. You know, it's really not that big of a deal for us, only because, again, we are the source code. We don't need you to tell us anything. We're daddy when it comes to your defense. We daddy. We impregnated your team. We impregnated your team with our winning ways. That's what you had to do. See, your organization hasn't. You are too far removed from those Super Bowl years to even know what it looks like to be a winner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the only people in the building that remembers that's actually on staff right now that remembers those days is Jerry Jones and his son Steven. That's it. And they got and they fucked it up since. So of course, if you like, listen, I'm gonna say this to you. Getting Christian Parker and the things that you all are doing, as far as the Eagles are concerned, it is the highest form of flattery, which is imitation. Imitation is the highest form of flattery that one can do. And so, again, you know what I'm saying? When you talk about us and you talk about what all this is happening as far as Christian Parker and the defense and everything like that, just remember, we daddy, okay? We're daddy. We your daddies, okay? And y'all looking, and the more and more you ask any pregnant chick, you shouldn't talk shit about a person because your baby gonna come out looking like them. Just saying. You just gotta, we just keeping it a buck, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So again, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. But all I know is you guys are obsessed, been obsessed.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It sucks that you had to, and I told this to LB last night. I was like, yo, LB, you got a lot of Cowboy fans who remember the days when we didn't have a Super Bowl. And if you look at them today, this has to be bizarro world for them. You know what I'm saying? The world looks crazy to them. And
I don't think LB know what it feels like to not deal with a winning franchise, though.
Well, you know what?
I think it's the opposite for him.
Yes. What is this winning franchise you speak of?
I'm talking about my squad, Philadelphia.
Yeah, I don't know what that shit is either. How you do that?
Well,
we've been consistently involved in the main part of the season, regardless, which is the playoffs. Of course, we had our fumble in the bag years, but once we got that shit right, we got 2 out of 3 in 8 years.
Well, see, here's the thing. Here's the problem, right?
There was a lot of ugly years, though.
Here's the problem. What they're doing they're trying to reset what success looks like and is. You see what I'm saying? So, for instance, like one of their big things about the season being over is that they feel like now that the season is over, we can no longer call ourselves Super Bowl champions.
Right.
Yes, we can. You know what I'm saying?
We're just not defending champions.
59.
We're no longer the defending Super Bowl champions, but we're still Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, 52 and 59.
Yeah, I was about to say, like what Super Bowls? Like we won 52 and 59. So yes, we're still
right.
And mind you, we're currently defending NFC East division champions.
Yeah.
Right.
We're now the defending. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
We're,
you
At
get a
the end
ring
of
for
the
that?
day,
I think you get
at
a
the end
ring.
of the day,
Yeah.
forget getting the ring for that. At the end of the day, the last 30 years, the Philadelphia Eagles been the best team in the NFC East, period, bar none. Been the best team. So when I hear Cowboys saying y'all just start winning, the last 30 years, we won more NFC championships than any team in the division, period.
Yeah.
So all that talk they be talking about, like, come on, man, y'all been irrelevant. Even though you talking about, oh, it took this many years to catch up to you. Well, damn, y'all falling back. Y'all done turned to snails.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, what we talking about here?
Yeah, but that's
They
like
don't
I
start
feel like
worrying.
that's the older wave of Cowboy fans. This new generation of Cowboy fans, they know what's up. Like they not they really know what's up, bro. Like they know what type of team they truly got.
Yeah.
Anybody that's 27 or younger, they know what's up.
Oh yeah.
Like anybody past that, yeah, they seen those rings, they seen the victories, but like that's the issue. We seen what it looks like to win. Like
Right.
we know what that looks like. They just don't have that, and that's why they divided. Cowboy fans are divided out here. They really
Okay.
are.
Okay.
yeah.
So like
So
that's what I
is it an
tell people, and
age
people
division?
they fail to
Warren?
listen to that, bro.
You
Huh?
know what,
Is it an
Warren?
age division?
I should have brought that up last night when I was talking to LB, and I think I will because I do think that people aren't paying it enough attention, especially when you're saying it. Because I have to remind people, I'm like, hey, listen, Warren's in market right now.
Yeah, he down there.
He's there. You know
That's
what I'm
why I
saying?
was asking him the separation. Is it the older generation versus the younger generation?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
the
what
older
talking about?
generation versus the younger generation.
Okay.
Like I
Yeah,
be
the
telling
younger fans
people,
are more cynical.
exactly. The younger fans, they not gonna sit down and watch a Dallas Cowboy game because they know what that story. They know the end of that story.
Okay.
The
They gonna
older
fuck it
Dallas
up.
Cowboy fans, they living on high hopes. Like they like, no,
All
we
right.
gonna
All
get there.
right.
Just wait, just wait, just wait. And
All
the
right.
younger ones is like, nah, pops, I'm gonna go out and go. I'm gonna go to Top Golf. I'm gonna go out to
I
Top
Right.
Golf
hear
while the
that.
Cowboys play.
Right.
So
I hear
it's just
that.
different out here. It's different.
Also, Logan, how dare you speak to the 1957 NFL champion Detroit Lions like that?
Oh shit.
I'll have you know, in ye
He
olden
said
times, my team was better than
1957.
yours.
Damn. That's right, Theo. He getting yours
57.
too.
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
said he
four-time
want his
NFL
too.
champions. Let's
Yeah.
go.
He said, I want mines.
Logan said, Warren, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it do. That's why I asked, but I ain't mean to cut you off, Leo.
No,
I just know he down there. He's down there with him.
yeah.
And I wanted to know about the kind of division that he was talking about. Is it just like a generational thing?
But see, that's the
You know
thing,
what I
man.
mean?
The generational gap between those who have experienced winning as a Cowboys fan and remember it versus those who don't or never seen it, it's huge.
Yeah,
It's
no, it
huge.
is.
You know what I'm saying? And so, therefore, and I told this to LB last night, when he talks the way that he talks, when I talk the way that I talk, and I told him, I said, I caught myself one day. I actually heard myself. And I was like, oh shit, now I see what the problem is. And the problem is that we do, you know, and B Dunk, this is what was made meeting B Dunk so dope to me was B Dunk told me, and I took it as a compliment, to be honest with you. Low Eagle, B Dunk told me that I was the worst kind of Eagles fan that he finds the most annoying because I'm bougie. I'm a bougie Eagles fan. And I do
Leo, you bougie bitch.
Yeah, right, Theo. And he said, I do it with a finger. With my
Yeah, you high class
with your
ass.
pinky up.
yeah, with my pinky up. Yeah. I was like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I think I will. I think I'm a rock with that. Now that I know, you know what I'm saying. And so that is the problem that Lord Brunson has. He is 10,000. He's 100,000 times more bougie than I am. in terms of the way he, especially the way he comes off.
Man,
And
he a two-time champion, man.
but see, that's the
Yeah, but I
problem.
mean,
You
like
can't
you gotta look at it though. Our team give us that platform to do it. Like,
Yeah,
what,
they
I can
do,
see why y'all
man.
not bougie, because your team ain't do nothing. Y'all spend money on everything. Come on, like, yeah, we
I
bougie.
just, you know,
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm bougie too. I'm gonna talk to anybody.
You know what, Logan?
Mhm.
I even said that to him. I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? A lot of this is self-inflicted, you know what I'm saying? From
Yep.
their end. And the things that he says, he's definitely in the right. He has every right to say
Yeah.
exactly what he says, the way that he says it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I told him, I just need you to be cognizant of that because, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
This is what sets them off and why they say and do the things that they do. And they are so starved and have been so devoid of winning, you know, that it doesn't govern how they speak. They just say anything, not realizing how
Right.
it's coming across.
I got a question, Leo.
Trust me, I know
I
what
got
it's
a
like to be
question.
devoid of winning.
You ain't lying,
Leo.
I
We
do
was
happen to
definitely
know
in
the
the
question to
building.
this
We was
answer.
in the building when they
Yeah.
were winning their championships. Did they give a fuck about us when they were winning their shit? Or was
Hold
they
on.
talking greasy to us?
Yo, I told y'all Robert Dredden is
Right?
cooking. And fellas, look, now he cooking again. This one for you. He said, question: how do the Dallas Cowboy fans spend their first week at spring training? And he said, hey, studying the Miranda rights.
Oh shit.
Dang.
That is so fucked up.
Yeah, speaking of interesting things to happen,
Shit.
Terrion Arnold, my safety, is somehow involved in like a robbery
I
situation.
saw that, yo.
No.
I
Yeah,
saw that.
yeah.
Yeah, is he okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like he's fine. But somehow the suspects
Yeah.
are linked to him or something like that.
They jumped him.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
we almost took him over Q, and people were kind of pissed that we took Q over him.
Over Terry and Arnold? Yeah.
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 Oh shit.
Nah, I think we
Yeah.
made the right decision.
Yeah,
I
me
think you
too,
might. Yeah,
boy.
I think
Me
you might have
too.
too. I don't know. I think I think if he had that second year with Aaron
Oh
Glenn, it would have
shit.
been better. But
Oh shit. Cash, your boy Sal was trying to watch the Cowboys last NFC championship game highlights, but my VHS tape got stuck.
Oh shit. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
You know
Logan
what I mean?
fix it. Hey, Cash, send it to Logan. You know what I'm saying?
also,
fucked up.
speaking of things not related to football, let's give a round of applause to the U.S. Women's Olympic Hockey Team. They won the
won.
gold medal.
Oh yeah,
today.
yeah. They
Congratulations.
definitely
They play Canada, right?
Yeah, we played
Okay.
Canada and we won it in OT.
Gold
Damn.
medal,
Nice.
right? Gold medal, right, Theo?
That's
Gold
big.
medal.
That's big.
Yep.
Mhm.
And the men play tomorrow.
That's big.
Okay.
Yep. I saw that.
Hey Theo,
Yeah.
I got a question. Yo, we extended Howie Roseman back in 2022 through the 2025 season. So what's his contract gonna be? Because his contract was up through the 2025 season.
Howie's?
Yeah, we extended him in 2022 for 3 years, and it was going through 2025 this last season.
I will certainly take a look right now.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, because I didn't hear
Theo.
nothing about him getting extended again or anything like that. I ain't hear nobody talk about. But yeah, his contract was I think it's up this last season.
Oh shit.
I know they usually don't really talk about GMs like contracts
Nah.
getting extended.
They didn't even tell
They
us
kind
what
of
they
keep
gave
that under
Nick.
wraps.
Remember?
Right.
They didn't even tell us what they gave Sirianni.
The only
Yeah.
I heard people
But
talking about it like a while
about
back.
it in 2022.
Yeah, they were talking
Yeah,
about it, but they were
definitely
trying
said
to.
it publicly.
I think the only way Howie Roseman would leave is if he has
In a
owned like
pine
a
box.
partial ownership of another team. That would be the
Okay.
only way Howie Roseman would leave.
Yeah, I'm not.
And they keep spiking him with the Jets.
Yeah.
For some
Yeah,
reason, it's always the
yeah.
Jets.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that goes all the way back to Joe Douglas and
Yeah.
you know, and like there's a relationship there's some kind of relationship between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets.
It's because the Jets is where Howie first started.
Yeah, I think they're
Like
the
when
ones that give
Howie
him a
when
chance.
Howie was just like an unknown,
Okay.
he
Yeah.
first started with the Jets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Douglas
not
came
seeing
back over to us
anything.
though.
I'm
Okay.
not
that?
seeing much of nothing for extension talk.
But you do see though his contract was extended for 3 years in 2022.
Yeah,
the 2025 season.
I
You
think
could
what they're gonna do is they're gonna try and go and they're gonna keep him till the end of the draft, and then they're gonna do the contract negotiations more than likely.
Isn't
would
that
imagine.
normally around the time when that stuff happens? Because that was when Nick
Yeah, I
Sirianni
think
got
if it's
extended
I
last
think if
year
it's
at
a
that time.
staff contract, it has to be after the draft.
and they don't have to report that. That's the thing.
No.
They don't have to report what it is and how much he got. Same thing with the coaches. But if you think about it, Low Eagle, that's the same time. That's around the same time that Nick got extended last year too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think to Theo's point, I think you're probably going to get that question around around the draft time, around draft. That's when you'll get the answer, because that's probably when.
How long you
No,
think Howie gonna
I'm-
be here though?
Huh?
As long as he damn.
How long you
near
think Howie
well
Roseman gonna
wants.
be here at GM though?
Until I think he'll be here until someone offers him ownership.
Or he dies.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
I asked yourself, like we had
Man can't retire? Shit.
how long did we have Banner?
No.
How long was Banner here? Banner here was like that's
Banner
how
was
we
here for a
learned.
while. Yeah.
How we learned how to be what he is from Banner. Joe
Yeah,
Banner,
he learned
right?
the
That's-
books. He learned the books from Joe Banner.
Yep, he learned the books. He learned all that shit from Joe Banner. So it's not like, you know. And I'm not saying. And ask yourself this: how many people from the Eagles front office had over the last 10 years have been poached to other teams?
Oh,
Right.
okay. Here we go. So Low Eagle, since they signed the extension back in March, he still got until March of this year for his contract, and
Next
then
month
they
then.
have to renew it. So
Okay.
you guys will be fine.
Yeah.
There you
They'll,
go.
they'll just sign
Okay.
him next month, more than likely.
Yo, shout out to the chat, man. Everybody hit the thumbs up, sub up, and if you inclined, become a member.
Yes, thank you, fellas. I appreciate you doing
Yeah.
And that's not a request; that's a threat. Do it now.
Yes.
Okay.
that.
The chat going wild on them in there, man. They going wild on them in there.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, like again, and listen, y'all, I apologize for the inconsistency, you know what I'm saying, with doing these live streams and these channel member chats. I got a lot of things going on, especially here at home, professionally, you know what I'm saying? I just found out a couple of days ago, I'm actually being awarded another. I'm getting another award.
Yeesh.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Man.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
a lot. Look, man, there's a lot happening here. One of the interesting things, and I'll give you a little insight. So, it turns out since the state of New Jersey has legalized adult use cannabis, you know what I'm saying, and sales, and the thing is, we last October, it turns out last October we surpassed the 3 billion mark.
Right.
And so now, we're talking 3 billion of unaccounted for money that was once
Right.
off the books that's now in circulation now. And
Mhm.
and the thing is, they keep doing things to increase that. Now, as it stands, the largest investor in the New Jersey cannabis industry is actually the state of New Jersey. Because
Okay.
yeah,
It makes sense.
we do things like, so in New Jersey, one of the things, and these are some of the things that I've fought for and advocated for and everything like that. So in New Jersey, if you want to get a license to do anything in cannabis, it'll cost you somewhere between $0 and no more than $2,000. Okay. And if you are somebody who you got arrested for this or anything like that, you get pushed to the front of the line now. So
seriously?
yeah, you don't actually pay. And now we have programs here where we have a training academy that's free for every New Jersey citizen resident, and it's self-paced. It's just been translated into fully Spanish. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And when you finish with it and you get things going, there are programs like with the Economic Development Authority where you could get grants of up to $250,000 just to start your business, get it going. You know what I'm saying? So we give out grants. So as of right now, the state has issued out somewhere between, I think, $69 million in grant money just to help people get started in their businesses. You know what I'm saying? Which is the first of its kind in the history of this country. No one else has done it. You know what I'm saying? I think we have close to 250,000 people who have now gotten their records expunged. You know, we got a lot of people out of prison, you know, like all that stuff. And in New Jersey, once you pay your debt back to society and everything like that, guess what happens in New Jersey? You get the right to vote again.
Okay.
So, you know, so we have a rather large voting block of formerly incarcerated people here. So all these changes and these things that are happening and everything like that, you know, some of this stuff are things that, you know, I've had a hand in trying to bring about. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's secondary. That's and then secondary to that is everything that I'm doing in business as well. And so, you know, I appreciate, you know, all of the support. I appreciate everyone who, you know, who I didn't do any of this by myself. You know what I'm saying? I so appreciate the recognition and everything like that. But I played a very small part amongst a whole bunch of other people who did it, you know what I'm saying, as well. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a lot of things, you know, I do too, Bruce Banner. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that, you know, there's a lot of that I really appreciate. And I just wanted to say, you know, thank you to everyone who's taking the time to express their congratulations and all that stuff to me over the last couple of weeks. You know,
holy shit, they actually did it.
Who?
The Bears actually fucking did it.
They moved
Bears,
give it to us.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Bears owner George motherfucking McCaskey has announced today that the Chicago Bears will be moving forwards with a plan to build the stadium in Hammond, Indiana, marking the end of Soldier Field in Chicago, one of the oldest stadiums
They
in the
gonna
NFL.
go crazy. They gonna be pissed in Chicago, man.
Hey, listen, they are really trying to. They're canceling.
Go to Chicago, go to
Indianapolis. I mean,
I can't hear.
No, they're canceling the license plates in Kansas, right? I mean, in Missouri right now. That's how mad they are that the Chiefs are leaving.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to Kansas proper.
Yep.
What you mean they canceling license plates?
So the Kansas City Chiefs have their own license plates and stuff. You know, like if you were getting a new car or something like that.
The specialty plates, yeah.
The specialty plates, you can get a Kansas City Chiefs specialty plate. Not anymore.
Because
okay. I thought you were talking about you could just drive with no license plates no more.
Kansas City, Kansas. You know what I'm saying? So that's the nuance of that. I mean, I think all of this is you know, it's really more of a conversation around sports and business, honestly.
Yeah. You know, I mean, they want a big sports complex. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they want a state that's going to pay for it. Missouri, I mean, Kansas said they'd be willing to pay for it. You see what Cleveland's going to get. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Washington, you know, Washington is getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Philly's going to end up getting it as well. At a certain point.
Chicago Bears
stadium.
and they're
We've been talking about that, John, for a couple of years now.
Trying to get
I
that
hope
loot.
the Eagles get a
Yeah.
stadium kind of like what the
Yeah.
Bills are doing. Still keep it outside. That's just me though.
No,
You wanna keep
Jeffrey
it
was
outside,
talking about
right?
building a
But he
whole
wants to have
different
Super Bowls
stadium.
though.
Warren,
Yeah, that's the problem. We don't get
Jeffrey
Yeah.
talking about building a whole different stadium. He gonna keep the link like the link is, and build a whole entire different stadium so he can host the Super Bowl and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it says George
you had
McCaskey
to,
has announced that the
retract
Chicago
the
Bears will leave their 102-year-old home of Soldier Field in Chicago
Instead of what-
Wow.
That's
102.
crazy, man. Yeah,
F-
they gonna be pissed.
after the new stadium is built in Hammond, Indiana. After it's, of course, approved by the Indiana House of Representatives and Senate.
Right.
Mhm. Wow.
George McCaskey says this is a significant moment in our relationship with the state of Indiana, as well as a monumental shift in the fortunes of the Chicago Bears in terms of hosting a Super Bowl.
Okay.
And it sounds like they're planning on turning Soldier Field into sort of a museum for
Wow.
the Chicago Bears'
Like
119-year-old history.
uh,
Damn.
that's crazy,
Will they
man.
still be
That's
called the
crazy.
Bears when they go to Indiana?
Yes, so they will be still called the Bears, though
The
the
Indiana
first name,
Bears?
Nope, Hammond. The Hammond Bears.
The Hammond
Hammond
Bears. The
Bears.
Hammond Bears.
Yep.
Oh
Well,
my
yeah,
God.
it's just the first name that's the interesting part. The second name's not in doubt. It'll still be the Bears, but yeah,
Woo!
they're leaving their 102-year-old house.
Hey Theo, do Chicago got a chance to stop that from happening, or it's a done deal?
They had a chance, and then
They had a chance, and then it was finalized today.
Mhm.
yeah, because the thing was, Fells, the entire reason this is happening is because they didn't want to put a fucking dome on Soldier Field.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's the entire point. Because they
Okay.
just want a dome.
Was that weather reasons or what?
I
No,
think
I
it's
think it
more of a
was more-
structural thing. Because it's
Okay.
102 years old. You can't put a
Okay.
dome on Lambeau.
Why they
But
just
also-
never built another damn stadium?
But also from an aesthetic standpoint,
Way more expensive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's literally right next door to the Chicago Art Museum. You know what I mean? So
Oh man,
Oh,
come
really?
on, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, okay. So it would be
But
like
there's
more
gonna be
like
two
a-
museums there
like,
now.
it would be
Yeah.
more like an extension of the museum function.
probably
I
so.
believe
You know what I mean? Because
so.
I mean that's where a lot of concerts and shows happen. Like, I went to
Venues
the
and stuff
Beyonce
are-
show out there. It's a huge venue for all type of summer
Okay.
activities and shit like
Really?
that. So,
It's
Now,
gonna be like a
keep in
tourist
mind-
type thing.
yeah, it's definitely
keep
a
in
tourist
mind,
attraction.
fellas,
for sure.
Hammond's only 20 miles out from Chicago.
It's not that far.
it's
far
not
at
that
all.
far.
It's
So they might
literally
still call themselves the Chicago Bears.
Yeah,
Probably
it's like
Chicago
what
Bears.
Dallas does.
That'd
right?
be
'Cause they're
crazy,
technically
wouldn't
in
it?
Arlington.
Yeah.
Yep, that's my point. Yep, that's what I was. That's
Yeah,
my
because
point.
the stadium's in Arlington, but Dallas is probably about 30, 45 minutes away.
Oh
So they might
shit.
still call
Okay.
themselves the Chicago
The
Bears.
Arlington Cowboys, man. They got to get it right.
Yeah, because Arlington's
Look at the New York Giants.
You know what?
Right.
You know
Right.
what? That's what I'm doing, y'all. I just realized that's what I'm doing. From now
What?
on, the Dallas Cowboys will no
Oh,
longer
shit.
be known as the Dallas Cowboys.
You gonna call them
They will be
Arlington
known
Cowgirls?
They will be known as the Arlington Cowboys.
They're gonna be tight on that one, boy.
Hey,
Yep.
hey,
Hey, that's
Hey,
what
it's
it
right
is.
next to Six Flags. You might as well just call them the Six Flags.
You're right. Hey, boy, you ain't
Damn.
lying, bro.
The Fiesta
Yeah.
Texas Cowboys.
Damn. Damn.
Right next door to Six Flags. No cap.
Oh,
Where you
that's
go
bad.
up and down
Man.
and up and down. Yeah, this is a fucking amusement park. Goddamn Harlem
Damn,
Globetrotters.
man. That's crazy, man.
Thank
What,
you,
man?
Logan.
Oh shit. This is hot Thursday, man. Y'all lighting their ass up tonight.
right. But
Yeah.
from now on,
Damn.
Arlington Cowboys You know what I'm saying? That's who
Yeah.
they will be known as from this point on here on the bird section, which is the Arlington Cowboys. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
Damn.
You're no longer worthy of being called the Dallas Cowboys. You're
They're
not.
not there. How could you call them Dallas Cowboys? They're not
Yeah,
there.
yeah. You are the Arlington Cowboys.
At least
Yeah.
the
Go
Mavericks
birds.
play
Go
in Dallas.
birds.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Yeah, exactly. The Dallas Mavs, yeah, they are actually in Dallas.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm
That's the
saying?
best thing they got going.
Yeah,
over
that's
there,
a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I said,
Yeah,
That's a fact.
look at New York. New York playing East Rutherford. That's
Yeah.
Jersey.
I'm
The
glad that
Jersey
didn't
yeah.
Jets,
happen.
baby.
Well, you
They
know
were
what,
damn
Low
sure
Eagle?
get ready to be
All right,
called the Camden Sixers.
and Low Eagle, you know what? That's that. Now that you pointed that out, I really feel bad because I was slow with this. I should have been saying that because that is an argument that's often made here as sort of like a tease. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
okay.
now you're right. So not only are the Dallas Cowboys no longer going to be known as that, they're going to be from here on out the Arlington Cowboys, but the Giants will be the New Jersey Giants. You know what?
Jersey Giants.
How about
baby.
the Jersey Yorks?
How about this?
Oh shit.
No. They will be known as the Carlstadt Giants because that's where they play
Right.
at. They play. That's where the Meadowlands is in Carlstadt, New Jersey.
Kaz, the Camden almost had the Sixers over there. That's what he talking about. Just this summer, the Sixers almost moved to Camden.
Yeah, they're
They
their
almost we
facilities,
know
yeah.
the practice facility is there, but they would literally get ready to move the Sixers. They would get ready to be the Camden 76ers.
Jeffrey Digglesticks, they it's official. They're moving to Indiana. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Now I do have a
Yeah.
question though. I have a question.
Mhm.
So I know the Cowboys changed ownership in the 80s, right? Am I wrong? I'm
Right.
not 100.
No.
So did they change ownership and then they went to Kansas City? That's how you got the Chiefs. So
Right.
how many Super Bowls did they win before they moved to Kansas City?
Oh shit.
Wait a minute. This team. Wait a minute. Hold on. Because I never thought about it this way. So the team that is in Arlington right now may not necessarily be the actual team that won all 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah, with Tom
No,
Landry. Yeah, with Tom Landry.
No,
Okay,
they
hold
were.
on.
They were.
Oh
Theo,
shit.
Theo,
Yeah.
hold on. Theo, we need you now, bro.
I know. I'm telling you. No. Okay. So Dallas originally did have a team. They were called the Dallas Texans, and then they moved to Kansas City. Now, they didn't win any Super Bowls because they were there before the Super Bowl era.
Okay.
So the Dallas Cowboys, yes, they are the ones who won all those Super
Okay.
Bowls there.
Okay.
The
Okay.
Yeah,
Kansas
I
City
wasn't
Chiefs
too
have
sure. I was
always
trying to
been in
make sure.
Kansas for their Super Bowls.
Oh, that would
Okay.
be so much fun if that was the truth. If that was the case, more.
Right.
Okay, I was just trying to make sure because we going down memory lane about where everything is located and all that.
Right.
Warren. Hey yo, Leo, Warren trying to do what LB be doing. He trying to gaslight him.
Bad.
Well,
Right.
see, the thing is,
Bad.
I'm not from here, so like I know they got the Cotton Bowl out here, so I'm assuming that's originally where the Dallas Cowboys Stadium was originally, where the
Yeah, I
Cotton
got
Bowl
Okay.
was.
Okay.
So like, and I know they moved out to
I got you.
Arlington.
But that
And
take just now probably just pissed off a lot of Cowboys fans.
yeah, they probably
Right.
was doing their research too. They probably went in
Yeah.
Google as well.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
shout
they
out to
probably
Jeffrey
did.
Digglesticks. He's right.
They wouldn't tell
We
us
no
the
longer
truth
have.
though.
We had
boy.
them going in Google real quick.
Right, you know.
Word up.
Yeah, we no longer
What
have
up, Sean
the
D
Novacare
Mac? What up?
complex.
What up?
It's now the Jefferson Healthcare, the Jefferson.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Fun fact: Indiana doesn't have native bears. Just saying. Damn.
Yeah, they don't.
Damn.
They have a lot
Listen,
of Amish. There's
listen,
a shit ton of Amish, though.
There's only one person here who is going to have a lifetime of fucking field day fucking with Bears fans, and that's Theo. If this is not the best news ever,
Dude,
for
it
him,
would be so much better if they fucking moved Gary. The
Oh,
Gary Bears would have been. I
The
have been
Gary
waiting
Bears.
years for this.
yeah, yeah.
The fucking
The Gary Bears.
Bears.
That would have been
So I
fun.
wonder if they going to keep them in that division.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Okay.
There's no divisional movement. It's just a
It's no
location.
shift. Okay. Damn, that shit sound weird though. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. That don't sound weird.
Nah, because fellas, if there
Fellas,
was,
it's
then
right down the
the
street,
Colts would
fellas.
have to be elevated into the NFC North.
Okay.
Fails. I'm
Okay.
telling you, Hammond is literally like it's right down the street. Trust me.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
okay.
It's
Okay.
literally not even 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I need fucking Detroit to build a new stadium for the fucking Red Wings, man. They took the fucking Joe away from me. Now I need a new stadium. I was promised a new stadium.
Right.
All right. Well, look, guys. I'm about to shut this down because I've gone for about an hour and a half now, but I wanted to make sure. I apologize for the inconsistencies here. I will get it together. Just give me a little bit of time.
Yeah, get your shit together, Leo. Goddamn.
Right. Yeah, I know, Theo. I should get my ass kicked for real.
Damn.
And I will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you this much though. If I go more than 2 days without doing something, I notice it.
Okay.
I notice it. You know what I'm saying? I notice it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I gotta get with my bird section crew. We got to talk about this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially with everything going on. I did a short today, just talking about Lane coming back, and then a few hours later, Landon decided he wanted to come back.
Right.
Watch this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was
that
like,
was
all
cool.
right.
You was able to save Landon for the live.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Landon better come back in shape, man.
Yeah, you know what?
I think we still need if we ain't got no offensive linemen already on the roster, we still gonna need to draft them because health thing is definitely up in the grad, man. That thing up in the air.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get Caden Proctor out of the draft. We fucking need him.
No, we're
You know
grabbing
what?
him.
So when we do our next, we're gonna do. I'm gonna do another channel members. I'm gonna do another channel members call in over the weekend because I'm gonna be home this weekend. And what I want y'all to do is, because I'm gonna definitely do my research too on potentials in terms of for the draft and everything like that.
Draft.
Right.
Who do you guys have your sights on? Because again, we're in such a different place than a lot of these other fan bases within the division.
Right.
We have one of the biggest things I always like to point out to people is that yes, we don't have our holes can be filled with people that we've had on the team already. Right. And I think that was the part that I think is oftentimes gets missed, especially when we're talking about, when we're talking to Cowboy fans and stuff like that. Like, people don't realize it's a big deal to return, 17 total players who are in year 2 or year 3 in the Vic Fangio defense. You know what I'm saying? These guys they know the language, they know how to talk to each other. The communication part of it all is what's important, and we have that. That takes time, and that speaks to what Fells was saying earlier in the season in terms of we did this over an extended period of time. We didn't just all of a sudden get good. You know what I'm saying? This was like a few years in the making, and that is where I think the experience between Eagles fans, educated Eagles fans and Arlington, Cowboy fans.
Oh shit, it's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we're I ain't gonna front. I really like the way it sounds. I really like the way it sounds.
Better. It's better.
Yeah, Arlington Cowboys. I really like that. You know what I'm saying? And so, when dealing with Arlington Cowboy fans, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where, like you have to say to yourself, okay, and this is again why decided to go in the direction I did with the bird section, which is not allowing, people from other fan bases to dictate where our focus is when it comes to our team. We're not the same.
Right.
Even when even us losing Jeff Stoutland, you know what I'm saying, we're still better than you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're still better than you.
Right.
I like the fact that Landon Dickerson and Lane Johnson are coming back for at least one more season, because that transition period where we're learning this new offense, and this new coach, you know what I'm saying, they can help with their experience, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
with bringing up the youngins, because I do think that our draft is going to be heavy on offense, particularly the offensive line. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Meanwhile, I'm trying to get Frank Ragnow to return my calls.
Real.
Oh shit.
Now, one other thing too is I want you all, and I'm talking not just talking to the folks here on the panel, but also those who are watching this. Pay attention to the guys we have, the old linemen we have on the team already. That's that's on the practice squad. Holland Pierce and Willie Lampkin. These guys. We got some guys. We got some dogs.
And the unable to perform list.
Yes. Well, remember, Holland Pierce he was the same kind of project that Jordan Mailata was for Jeff Stoutland. That was his last project. You know what I'm saying? So now
masterpiece right there. Son.
Yeah. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how much of that took place. Again, shout out to Fel, shout out to Theo, shout out to Function and Art McQueen for being in the building. Yo, you guys' presence, you know what I'm saying, is the shit. Shout out to Low Eagle for being here too. And Warren McKee from the Eagle Collective podcast. Make sure y'all take y'all asses on over there and sub up. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, it is so much fun, being on that that podcast. You know what I'm saying? Right. And with that, I will say thank you all. I will see you right back here this weekend on the bird section. Oh,
like, subscribe, people. Do it now. It's a threat.
Thanks, Theo. Later, Low Eagle.
Salute to my bird section family. Thanks, Theo. Thanks, your family. Thanks, Leo. Thanks, your family.
Thanks, fellas. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Low Eagle.
Service,
appreciate
my
you,
brother.
Theo. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Later.
All right, see you.
Word.